Hello, everybody, and welcome to a CNA. This is not, however, a normal CNA because I don't want to commentary and analyze the run. I feel like anything I'd want to say about the run would already have been said when I was talking about it in Discord, or other people would say it for me. And he's also done with the game, so I'm not going to try and critique him and say what went wrong and stuff. However, I want to bring attention to a specific part of the run that I think had incredible EBM and fantastic execution, and that is the Popoff. We are talking about real life EBM here, and I really want to bring attention to it. It is absolutely insane. We'll be watching this in a quarter time speed, 0.25, and then we'll watch it in real time after, so that way we can get a good idea of the vocal performance that's done here, which I think also needs a look. But first I want to look at the EBM in particular. So we're going to mute this for the sake of our ears. So he gets it, right? Bam. Done. The reaction right before is really, really good. It allows you to, go into a lot of stuff. You could do a pog, you can do a, fist bump and stuff because you're just sitting down. You can do the stand up, which is a pretty big action. What he chooses to do here is a stand up into head behind, or hands behind head here, right? Which is a really, really good one. Really good reaction image. Unfortunately, it's a little blurry, which I think only adds to it, but it would have been a good screenshot if he got it. Also holding onto the headphones, perhaps. Either or, then takes off, then does a yell, and then readies up for another one. No downtime. It is immediate transition into the next reaction, which is absolutely insane, right? Then another one. Then we see that he's thinking about standing up. He gets the full stand up, comes down for another pop off here, another yes type thing here. And that stand up did not take that long, so this is still EBM. Perfect. There's no full bar frames here. Any energy that he is getting, he is using in this pop off immediately. And he then goes to stand up a second, down for another pop off. This is another swing. At that, to me, looks like he had empty bar and then did another swing there because there's a bit of a delay, but still pretty quick here. And goes for a fist bump again. That one didn't have too much delay, but still a little bit of delay. Probably still on empty, from standing position. It's pretty hard to, get the rapid hits in because at that point you've probably used a lot of stamina. So he goes in for another one of those and does the shirt flaps here. This is more of a stamina regen move. It doesn't take that much stamina to do. This also collects fabric, which is very, very good, of course, though he doesn't need it anymore in the run. It's a bit of a style points thing to do that. Flexes on everybody. Waiting time right here. Goes to sit back down. Does the claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe a 6 here. Don't know. But all of those were rapid, so that stamina regen he was doing while doing the shirt flaps was used right here for the claps. And then he does another fist pump here, which has a little bit of startup, so I'm pretty sure he's empty on bar at this point. And at this point, goes back, goes for another one, regens just enough to get a second one in there. And right here is the only bit of EBM I think could have been done a little bit better, which is the stand up. This is done for a very, very long time, so he probably had some full bar frames here. But even then, at that point, you've done everything you need to in your pop off, so it's okay to allow some of that bar to be wasted on something as iconic as this. Looking towards the non existent crowd in the back, of course, showing everyone what the back of his shirt looks like. Absolutely insane here. Reaching, hands open. It's not like a fist bump up with like one arm. Literally, raising the roof, or, going to the heavens saying, fuck yeah, type thing going on here. Does not, take stamina to do this, so this is a recharge bit. And Still probably full bar at this point. It wasn't that much though, but then into the claps again. Recharges enough to get quite a few of them in there. So that's what that was for, I'm pretty sure. Just leaving bar full just a little bit too long. And then opens to make sure that he's recording. This is very low stamina to do, of course, but it nonetheless is necessary to make sure that your run is good and ready to go. Then opens this, which I think sets up one of the most incredible things in this Popoff, which is the double-sided Popoff here. There's also a ton of other smaller ones, but I'm not going to count those because they're just duplicates. Goes into the jumps 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is not only done in one little webcam here, but two, kind of three, but we only really care about the second one here. That is insanely good EBM usage because you're using the bar for more than just one big webcam moment. You're using it multiple, like you're basically getting 2 hits for the price of one here. Absolutely impressive to see something like this in real time. It's not something people think about just, randomly whenever they're popping off because they're typically trying to use up their bar more so. But this efficiency is not something I, overlooked. Goes back for the sit down. This is a recharge move here. Hand goes up here, back down. Just recharging some here. Gets another fist pump thing in here, a double. Again, a 2-for-1. Iconic frame that he's trying to hit here. He needs a little bit of setup for that, and he got it. And at this point, I think he's close to the head and hands moment, but gets another insane fist pump double here with an iconic, yet again, face. And there comes the head and hands. That typically is the end of the combo and the EBM for a lot of SI runners. But he's not quite done. Gets the adjust glasses up and then does a shout here to end it off. Very, very impressive. Now I want to go back through this in real time with audio. Not with slowed down audio. That was a mistake by me. That was an EBM mistake by yours truly. So we're going to do this in real time. The music, of course, iconic. Bang! 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 Starts off with 3 bangs alongside the stamina usage, which is pretty good.
Yes!
That one had hard in it.
Yes!
Another one with hard in it.
Yeah, baby! Ah!
The shout is very iconic as well. The audio for these pop-offs, you typically want to add something iconic, right? Because, people will always be like fist bumping or whatever, but the words can always be, variable. He's decided to use that to do 3 bangs into Yaz, a yeah baby, and an ah, which is unforgettable, of course. Into a laugh here. The claps, of course. A yes. Another yes.
Yes!
A third yes. The triple. We've seen a couple triples here. We saw 3 bangs, then 3 yas alongside a baby to mix things up. Then a scream, then 3 yas here. And he actually does something very, very impressive here. He lets the silence hang a second. This lets it sit in and allows the moment to be remembered before he goes into more actions. The first clapping segment and the fist pump segments are better remembered because of this moment right here. I very rarely see something like this in pop-offs where he then transitions into something else, or, she or them. So him doing this is awesome. And of course he silently checks for recording.
Oh,
That's some, stamina regen type stuff.
babe, it's done. It's done. It's over.
And then the triple again, but there's a mix up here because there's 2 it's dones and you expect another it's done, but then it's an it's over with a different inflection, which is very, very good. Goes into some little hops here. A let's go.
Let's go.
Another let's go. And then another it's over. So the rule of 3s for this has been, done and then slightly messed with, and now it's gone. Your expectations are now, out the window.
Yeah! Yes!
2 yeses. You don't see a third one again, mixing you up.
Let's go!
But a let's go. And that's it. very, very impressively done. Like, this is some really good usage of EBM in real life and in the Popoff. It's something I had to talk about because it was incredible. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this breakdown, and I hope MockEye is very proud of this and, like, rides this for life. Doesn't have to do another, like, SI run, because, I mean, how can you beat this? But in any case, if there is another Popoff that is insanely well executed, I will probably CNA it because I really want to showcase how good it is. And again, other than holding just a bit long on the hands up moment in here, which probably could have been shortened a little bit to conserve, or not conserve, but rather better utilize your bar. But in any case, I think holding that long was more of an artistic decision, and it paid off excellently. So GG's MockEye for probably the best EBM'd pop-off I've ever seen. You managed to fit so much into a shorter amount of time, and you got so many different types of pop-offs in one go. It was super, super impressive. You're definitely a multitasker, and I hope that in the future in other games that your EBM is just as good. And that I don't know what else I could possibly say. So that's about it, Hollow Squires. I will see you maybe in the future for an actual CNA. But God knows.